All right, this week, how to create territories in a pivot table not using calculated items. All right, calculated items I think are horrible in a pivot table. Here we have a pivot table that is showing total sales by city, and I need to group things up by state, but state was not in the original data set. So you might say, hey, well, you can use a calculated item for that. Calculations, calculated item, and I could create something called South Carolina, which is equal to, always get rid of the zero, of course, right? Charleston plus Columbia. All right, now, before I add this pivot table is totaling 444 million, and I wrote that up there as a little bit of word art so we can remember that. When I click OK, all right, so we now have a South Carolina item that is changing our total. That's horrible. As I always say, go ahead, use calculated items if you don't mind restating your numbers to the Securities and Exchange Commission. Here's the better way to go. Choose the two cities that you want to group up, Charleston and Columbia. On the Options tab, we're going to Group and Group Selection, and we get a brand new field. Now, it's hard to tell that we have a brand new field because they're using this compact view that I hate, so I'm going to switch back to tabular form. Now I have a field called region and something called region 2. We're going to call this state. I'm just allowed to come here and type it. And group 1, I'm allowed to rename that to be South Carolina. All right, and then we repeat Jacksonville, Miami, and Orlando. I'll group that and we'll call that Florida. And then choose Atlanta and Savannah. See, I almost chose the wrong one there. Group selection, and we'll call that Georgia. And there on the fly, we've created our own territories by using group on a text field instead of using calculated items. Calculated items are trouble, trouble, trouble. Thanks for stopping by.